Hi everyone, my name is Karen, this is my channel RatherBeReading, and today I'm bringing to you my July wrap-up. July was a pretty amazing reading month, I'm not gonna lie. Let's start off with my statistics for the month. I read a total of 35 books in July. This is where I would normally come in with some kind of disclaimer and say, oh, it's a lot more impressive than what it sounds. I'm not even going to say that this month. I'm very happy with that number. Yes, I read some shorter things, but I just read a lot of average size, like, normal size books. I read a couple of longer things. So I'm very happy with the number of 35 books. I think it's my best reading month ever. Very, very happy with that number. That 35 books was made up of 33 novels, 1 graphic novel, and 1 manga. I read 16 books in physical format. I read 4 ebooks, and I listened to 15 audiobooks, which is obviously where a good chunk of my numbers. But even if you take into account, even if I hadn't listened to a single audiobook this month, I still would have read 20 books. So like I said, I'm very happy with my numbers this month. And then excluding the audiobooks, I read 13 books that I owned and 7 from the library, which I'm really happy with those numbers as well, because yes, the number that I owned is higher than the library, which is great, but I still also read a lot from the library and read a lot from my shelves, so great statistics there. I read a total of 12,231 pages in July. That's what I'm saying. So I think in fact, I can flick back to my June. Yeah, so in June, not June, May. May was the other recently really good month, wasn't it? Where's my May wrap-up statistics? Do I have my May statistics in here? I do. So in May, I read 32 books, which is only 3 less than in July, but I only read 9,000 pages. So I read more than 3,000 pages higher this month in just 3 books. That's what I'm saying. So the average length of the book was definitely higher this month. So that averaged out to 395 pages per day. If you've been watching my channel, then you know I try to keep my average pages per day around 200. So I was almost double that this month. So I'm so super happy with that statistic as well. The shortest book that I read was 128 pages, which was the graphic novel that I read, and the longest book that I read was 563 pages. The lowest star rating that I gave was a 1.5 star. I had my least favorite book of the year so far this month. And the highest star rating that I gave was a 5 star. So my average star rating for the month averaged out to 3.3 stars, which isn't too bad. Typically when I have a really good reading month in terms of numbers, like of books read, that my average star rating is really low. I'm just trying to flick back again to May and see what my average was. Oh, May was actually higher. So anyway, 3.3 is not bad. I'm fairly happy with that. Obviously that really crap book would have brought the average down pretty hard. So those are the statistics. I am now just going to go through all 35 books that I've read in order of ratings. I'm not going to give a spiel on them. If you want to see my thoughts, you can check out all of my recent reads videos that I filmed this month where I go into each book in depth and all of my thoughts on them. There are 5 here that I read since I filmed my last recent reads video that I read in the last few days of July. I'll mention those as we go through, and they will be covered in my recent reads video that will be coming up very soon on the channel. So jumping into all of the books that I read, the 1.5 star rated book that I read, my least favorite book of the month, was This Charming Man by Marian Keyes. I had 2 2-star reads, George and Lizzie by Nancy Pearl and What I Saw by Beck Nicholas. Moving on to the 2.5 star rated books, I had Blue Heaven by CJ Box, Thrill City by Lee Redhead, With You Always by Rena Olson, When We Were Sisters by Emily Richards, Midnight Secretary Volume 1 by Tomu Omi, and Patrick Swayze One Last Dance by Wendy Lee, which is a book that will be covered in my next recent reads video. I had 2 2.75 star rated books, In the Still of the Night by Anne Rule and Runaway Amish Girl by Emma Gingrich. I had 4 3-star rated books, Creed by Trisha Lever and Lindsay Curry, Gathering Blue by Lois Lowry, Remember Me by D.E. White, which will be in my next recent reads video, and Push by Sapphire, which will also be in my next recent reads video. I then had 2 3.25 star rated books, which were Paper Girls Volume 4 by Brian K. Vaughan and several other people, and Gunslinger Girl by Lindsay Ely, which will be in my next recent reads video. I then had 2 3.5 star rated books, Hold My Hand by MJ Ford and Assassin's Apprentice by Robin Hobb. Moving on to my 3.75 star rated books, we've got You by Carolyn Kepnes, Wedding Night by Sophie Kinsella, Hidden Bodies by Carolyn Kepnes, My Sister Rosa by Justine LaBellestiere, The Winter Sister by Megan Collins, The Husband's Secret by Leanne Moriarty, and Where the Heart Is by Billy Letts, which will be in my next recent reads video. Moving on to my 4-star rated books, I read The Raven King by Nora Sakovic, Witches, What Women Do Together by Sam George Lord, Summer Skin by Kirsty Eager, 1,000 Pieces of You by Claudia Gray, How to Be a Boss, A Guide to Conquering Life by Lily Singh, Forget Me Not by Ellie Terry. I then read one 4.25 star rated book, which was The Kingsman by Nora Sakovic, one 4.5 star rated book, which was The Rumor by Leslie Cara, and then one 5-star rated book, my favorite book of the month, which was A Monster Calls by Patrick Ness. So that's it. Those are my statistics. Those are all of the books that I've read. Like I said, it was an amazing reading month. I'm hoping to have an amazing reading month again in August. I will be participating in the Newt's Magical Readathon. My next video that's going up will actually be my TBR because I want to get my TBR up as soon as possible in the month and I'll be touching on the Newts a little bit in that video, so stay tuned for that. But I would love to chat with you guys in the comments down below if you've read any of these books that I've read and you've got any thoughts on them, or if you guys just want to talk about how you guys did with your July reading month. Did you have a great reading month? Did you have a not so great reading month? I would love to chat down below. Please like this video if you liked it. Please subscribe if you want to see more from my channel. That is all I have for this video today. Bye guys.